how has your, you obviously did this with your lodge, how has your lodge kind of grown into the Salvation Army, contributing to the Salvation Army?
We have, in the Masonic Lodge, we have an orphanage in Oxford, North Carolina, that we support. Excuse me. And we have a senior citizen center in Greensboro. And those are our two charities. But we're not the only Masonic Lodge that rings bells for the Salvation Army each year. In our particular lodge, we have, as all lodges do, honorary members. And we have honorary members in our lodge that come from Rutherford, Tryon, and Columbus. And one of our actual members of the lodge lives in Simpsonville, South Carolina. And all these guys come up and serve what we refer to as a 2-hour tour of duty in the Army, the Salvation Army. So we have good participation. Of course, many of our members have to work, and Friday is no option for them. They have to work. But many will come and ring the bell on Saturdays. And I might add that this particular year, even though we ring on Fridays and Saturdays, this year there's going to be a Monday, Tuesday, and a Wednesday before this Christmas. So we intend to be down in Saluda on Main Street, ringing the bell those days. And we're not sure what the foot traffic will be at that time. This will be a new experience for us, since this is only our third year.
You said you wanted to thank the people of Saluda?
You know, we could not do this without the support of the generous people of Saluda. They have supported us wholeheartedly with their giving, with their words of support. Of course, we also have to thank our visitors who come up, especially on the weekends, Fridays and Saturdays in our case, to visit the shops, to dine in the eating establishments there in Saluda. So without these folks, of course, all would be for naught. But they've been very supportive, and we just can't say enough about our citizens in Saluda. Probably the thing that drew me to the Salvation Army was the stories I had heard over the years. I was in the service, but I happened to be in during peacetime. But I had uncles who were in the Second World War, and they could not. They're all dead now, but they could not praise the Salvation Army enough for how they would give them their coffee and their donuts, and were there for them during this time. And there are other organizations, and my wife and I, like everybody else, you know, we help a little here and there as we're able to. But the Salvation Army has just always been special to me, knowing what they do for the community. And I guess that was it. And then here again, thinking of something I could do at Christmas time especially. And the first thing come to mind was I could be a bell ringer. So there's just something about this. The Salvation Army is a very special organization. They're there. I remember when I walked in to the headquarters last week and picked up the bell ringing equipment, the sign and the bell and the aprons and so forth. And I noticed that the lobby was just full of people. And we understand that there's 85% more people needing help this year than in past years, because I'm sure it's the economy. But just knowing what the Salvation Army has done over the years draw me and, of course, other bell ringers to want to do what we can to help.
You think of anything I didn't ask that you wanted to cover?
Well, probably, if we could call it a bottom line, I guess I just would want to say that I think the Lord gives us plenty of different opportunities to serve. And I think ringing the Salvation Army bell would be certainly one of those opportunities to help those that are less fortunate. And I guess I just would say that I thank God that I can offer to help and not have to ask for help.